Hey guys, doing this is very important in reference to the office of Elliot Ness. Uh, does the office know which politicians are holding on to monies, or does the office of Elliot Ness know which people are stealing monies that people have sent to me in the postal mail that the government stole? That needs to be. That was the Cabin in the Woods movie, but anyways, in reference to the office of Elliot Ness, do they know which people are holding on to monies that they were supposed to deliver to me? Do they know if any presidents was holding on to any monies from my mother? Because the office of Elliot Ness has legal right to question the president if they've stolen anything from me, or if they tried to murder me, or if they tried to steal from me, or if they made up lies on me. You know them, right? And they have a legal right to ask the Supreme Court if they tried to conspire against me, or which people raped me, which people stole from me, which people are blocking me from my mother and father's mansions, because they have to have records of everybody's identities that are trying to play tricks on me. And they need the identities and information of the satellite controllers that have been damaging my teeth and face. Because they have to make files of all the activities of these people and what they've done to me. And the office of Elliot Ness needs to know which people stole sperm, which people stole hermaphrodite eggs, which people stole or physically assaulted me, which people tried to steal my mother and father's mansions in all 50 states, or any state that they tried to steal it, or they tried to steal any of the mansions of my mother and father, or they tried to steal any rental properties or apartment complexes that my parents owned, which I am the owner of everything, even though the government's blocking me from everything. And the law office of Elliot Ness needs to contact some of the females that were under contract with me that were supposed to date me and in a relationship or whichever, because they need to ask them what the problem is, so they can get it on record and keep a file of, these men blocking me from having a girlfriend, these men blocking girls from getting in contact with me. They have to keep a record of everything, of lots of things. You know that, right? And the office of Elliot Ness needs the records of which politician tried to steal farmland, which politicians tried to steal cattle or chicken farms of my family, or turkey farms. They got to keep all that on record too. Or if they tried to steal any dairy farms of my family, or vegetable or fruit farms or orchards, or if they tried to steal any wine vineyards or any fish companies. The office of Elliot Ness has to keep all those records. They have to get all those records of the different things. And they need to find out what's taken so long for the Treasury to send me money. Because the Treasury was holding on to monies or accounts from my mother that she had set aside for me, did they not? And the Treasury was supposed to have made a trust fund for me based on some of the lawsuits, and then they were supposed to send me, a debit card or a credit card in reference to that account. Because there was such a difficult time, I haven't received anything yet, so obviously there's something going on. So I haven't received any monies or any benefits from any of the abuses or lawsuits, and time's ticking away. So, it's kind of one of those things where, my teeth are still damaged. It's been over 5 years, almost 6 years in November. So, this satellite man's been burning me, knocking me out, causing physical damage to my teeth, burning my teeth with their handheld device. Office of Elliot Ness needs to know all the records of how many times these people knocked me out and damaged my teeth, and the locations of where they did all these things. And the office of Elliot Ness needs to find out which person is blocking me from living my life, which people are blocking me from my mother and father's company offices, which, I'm the owner of my mother and father's companies, and my grandparents' companies too. It's all about procedures of law, factual. So, in reference to anybody playing tricks, maybe you need to run to another country or something, I don't know, before they catch you. I have no clue, but the processes of law, they're going to have to arrest people that's done harm to me, people that's blocked me from me living my life. And the office of Elliot Ness needs to call the media and ask them why these people are trying to cover up my identity and who my biological parents are, and why they're not advertising my identity in the media. I'm a real hermaphrodite, so most people know I've played females in movies and I've played male characters in movies. And when I was a child, when I was younger, I played a little girl in movies and I played a boy in movies too. A little boy when I was in movies, and I played a little girl in movies too. Because I'm the only child my parents had, you know. Plus, I was on the Mickey Mouse Club too, and other TV shows. So, you know, it's very serious. You know, the office of Elliot Ness needs to call the Treasury and say, hey, how come I haven't received any money yet? They know I'm being held hostage. They know the government politicians or the government bad people, whoever they are blocking me from accounts that I was supposed to have had. The office of Elliot Ness needs to call the trust fund company and find out why these people tried to steal my trust funds. I have not received a penny from my trust funds. And the office of Elliot Ness needs to find out which people was using or stealing monies from the trust funds that my parents set up for me, because I have not received nothing. And I haven't received any insurance in reference to my mother and father's life insurance policies. Obviously, you know, in reference to people being combative in this situation, people can go to jail for life or for a long time. Roll protocols in the media 24 hours a day, and the office of Elliot Ness is supposed to have a copy of that. Does anybody know that? If they have a copy of the royal protocol in the media of my identity, which is a blueprint of my anatomy, birthmarks, beauty marks, and scars, and teeth and dental records. I mean, dental records doesn't mean that there's dentistry on a person's teeth. Dental records means what a person has. And there's no dentistry on my teeth. My teeth are real. And the pieces of raw oil drilling bits that my parents put in there, my parents put those in there for a reason. To protect my identity. And so nobody called me their child. And people trying to steal my identity. And, you know, and most people know I've played characters in movies and music too. So, you know, in reference to safety families in Hollywood, they all know who my biological parents are anyways. So, you know, it's pretty serious information. I mean, like some families in Hollywood know that I've been an entertainer, and they're like, you know, I played a character in a certain family or a TV show in reference to being a singer or a dancer or a musician or whichever, you know. But, you know, many things of importance. But law office of Elliot Ness needs to know that information too. And what TV shows, and they need to talk to the Screen Actors Union about if my parents had accounts set up for me there that people are blocking me from in reference to the Screen Actors Union, credit union, because I'm the owner of my mother and father's estates, and these people are blocking me from everything. And they've been blocking me for over 30 years. So, you know, it's more court cases and more information needs to be gathered in reference to which people are stealing from me, which people are trying to claim they thought they owned things that my parents owned when I'm the only child. It's always never signed, never, never gave, never, never sold, never. It's never going to change. I'm the only child of my mother and father forever.